So what actually is high ticket remote sales? That's the question everyone is asking me. How you're able to get into it, what it is, what are you selling? All of these questions are going to be broken down in today's video. And by the end of it, you're going to have a clear understanding on what high ticket remote sales actually is. So if you are lost or you're just trying to find a new career, a remote career that's going to put you in a lot more control of your location and also your income as well eventually, then watch this video, stick around because this one might be for you. So starting off, what actually is remote sales? So remote sales is exactly what it sounds like. It's selling a high ticket service, but instead of being in the office, like most sales jobs, or out in the field, maybe you're selling for a roofing company or something like that. You do it over the phone, Zoom, or even in social media from anywhere in the world. How it works, you just take calls, you send emails, you book appointments, and then you close deals. No need for you to generate your own clients in this specific high ticket sales because these people are going to be provided for you by the company. So there's going to be no lead generation where you need to find these leads yourself and put a lot of the back end work in. And obviously completely remote work from anywhere in the world with a laptop and Wi-Fi. And then you would typically sell for maybe a company, an agency, an influencer, or a coach. Those are kind of a few people that you would sell for. So this is kind of how it works. Essentially, the consumer / the business owner would be the person buying the product, obviously, or the service. And then you would have the company / agency / influencer here. And then you are the sales team. So you're essentially the bridge between the consumer or the business owner, the person buying the service, and the company, agency, influencer. So you're the bridge there, if that makes more sense. And here's an example of some people you may sell for. So these experts create online services that help people improve their lives, whether it's starting a business, scaling a business model, or transforming their fitness journey. So for example, you've got Iman Ghazi, who did an agency course and an agency mentorship not too long ago. And he helped transform a lot of people's lives. I know a couple of people who actually invested into this. And then you've got Jordan Welch. He also does content, course and mentorship. And then you've got Alex Hormozi as well. These are all big people. These people are everywhere, that whether they're coaches, influencers, just trying to help people improve their lives. Like I said, whether it's starting a business or getting into shape, or maybe you could be trying to improve something else in your life. I've seen other ones where you help pick up girls. That's just another one you could sell. It could be whether it's a mentorship or a course. And then obviously you can also sell for a company, which is going to be business to business. So instead of working with influencers, you can work with businesses or marketing agencies, helping them sell services in areas like real estate, marketing campaigns, or even financial services. Obviously, the list goes on with this, as well as with the influencers as well. But this is just a few examples of the type of businesses or agencies you could sell for. And business owners need these services, obviously, to improve their operations and bring in more clients. It's very self-explanatory. And then a lot of people often tell me, isn't this just cold calling though? Well, no. Like I said, you get provided with warm clients who have already shown interest in the service. So this could be through Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads. They're always going to be warm leads. So it's a lot easier for you to close the deals or set the appointments. So with remote sales, clients are directed to you through, and as well, funnel systems, email campaigns, Facebook ads, like I said, and free resources, all showing genuine interest in the service. This eliminates the need for prospecting, like I said, and makes conversations smoother and easier to convert into sales. So I need to break it down a little bit more. And what actually are the roles in high ticket remote sales? Obviously, starting out, we've got the appointment setter, which is an entry-level position that anyone can get into, no matter how much experience you have. You reach out to warm leads who have shown interest, you book calls, and you qualify potential clients. And then you follow up with these people to ensure that they show up to the call that you've booked in for them. And then the call that you book in for them will be for the closer, who will hop on sales calls with pre-qualified leads and walk through the offer and answer any objections or any questions that they might have, and then secure the deal and finalize payment. And then you guys both get paid. And then appointment setters who perform well will get promoted to closers, increasing your earning potential. And then obviously as a closer, you will often handle fewer calls a day than an appointment setter, but you earn a higher commission on closed deals. And then many companies require scripts and training, so you don't always need prior training to start. And then both roles rely on strong communication and active listening. The better you understand the client's needs, the easier it is to convert them. Obviously, a very big aspect of remote sales and sales in general. And then time zones can be flexible as well, depending on the market you're selling to, allowing you to work from absolutely anywhere in the world. And most remote sales roles do not require a degree, making it an accessible high income skill to learn. So you should definitely consider high ticket sales, because if you don't have a degree or you're not in university or college yet, don't worry, because this one might be for you. The question that you guys are probably all asking me is, how much money can I actually make? So looking at these images here that I made, a beginner, so a very, very new person to sales, maybe they've got no sales experience, can realistically make $2,000 to $4,000 a month. But there's no reason why you can't make up to 10K as an appointment setter, but it's very, very hard for you to land a 10K offer right off the start. It's very unrealistic. But from 2 to 4K, even to 5 to 6 to 7, you can do that as an entry level position. You'll typically start by setting up appointments for closers, and you'll earn commissions on the quality of the leads you bring in. And then obviously what you do need to know is most entry level positions will offer a base salary or an hourly rate plus commission. So you're also getting taken care of by the company, but you're also building the foundation of skills in the sales process. So essentially you could make 3 commissions a day or 3 commissions a week, let's say, and then you also get paid $1,000 a month on top of that base pay every single month. And then you scale up with however hard you work from the commissions that you make. And then the experts, so the closers, often would make 8K plus, all the way to like basically unlimited. I put 200K, but basically unlimited. So once you've mastered sales calls, closing deals and understanding clients' needs, your earning potential will increase significantly. I promise you that. Once you put in enough work and you start getting promoted, you can make some serious money. And then what you need to know, as an expert closer, you're responsible for converting warm leads provided by the company, of course. And then you earn commissions for each deal that you close. And the more skilled you become, the bigger the commission that you get. So yeah, in high ticket sales, your earning potential is going to be unlimited. You're not capped by a salary or commission structure. Like, you may have a salary, but then you've got the commission. So you can literally just keep stacking up those commissions on top of that salary or on top of that base pay. Or maybe you're on a high ticket enough offer where you can sell a high ticket service, which is very expensive, where you can make $1,000 per deal that you close or maybe that you set, which goes through the door, if that makes sense. And the more deals you close, the better you perform. And the more you can earn, obviously. So your success is directly tied to your effort and skill. And then people will often say the ones who work hard are better than the people who are naturally good at sales. Because you're selling high ticket offers as well, the commissions stack up quickly. So for example, if you're going to be selling a $5,000 service and you're earning 5 to 10% commission, that's $250 to $500 from a single phone call. You can make that in a day. You can even stack that up in a day. So like it says here, when you're speaking to several qualified leads each week or even daily, those numbers are going to grow very fast. And that's what makes high ticket remote sales so scalable and lucrative. So obviously here's a little image you can take a look at just to explain it a bit more. It's very self-explanatory. You should get the point. But moving on, so getting started in remote sales, where can I actually find these jobs? So you can work part-time or you can work full-time. It really depends. I would always suggest going in full-time, just because you want to, if you really are trying to scale and try and get in as much reps as you can start part-time and transition into full-time as well as you gain experience. And many people begin while working another job or maybe traveling, or they work on multiple offers at the same time. Can also happen. Maybe 2 different roles, both part-time. Full-time roles offer higher earnings, but part-time is great for earning and making extra income. Very, very true. And where do I find remote sales jobs? So companies, agencies, influencers are always hiring sales teams, like you guys should know from the previous slides. And platforms like LinkedIn, job boards, and direct outreach are always great ways to land roles. And then many opportunities come from networking in the right communities as well. No experience, no problem. Many companies will provide training, so you don't need prior sales experience. And learning high income skills like communication and persuasion is also key, obviously, because that's a big way to make people buy something in sales. But yeah, where do you actually find those jobs? Like any job, you can find remote sales roles on job boards and company websites, but the best opportunities come from the networking and the direct outreach. Building relationships with business owners, influencers, and agencies can open doors to high-paying positions that aren't publicly advertised. And yes, you can do this part-time or full-time. Results-based income, so the more effort you put in, the more you earn. Like I said, If you want to really take this seriously, go for full time if you've got the time, obviously, because you want to scale, you want to get to that 10K month, that 5K month, wherever you're looking to get to. I'd go for full time. And then how do I get started with no experience? There's many ways: training and courses, invest into learning sales techniques through programs or one-to-one mentorships, practice and role play, sharpen your communication skills and learn how to handle objections. You could do this with your friend or maybe someone you find online for a group, anything. And then apply to just entry-level roles. Many companies will hire beginners, provide training to help you grow as well. What do hiring managers actually look for? So obviously hiring managers are usually searching for people who are coachable, driven, and willing to learn, obviously. While not all roles require experience, many companies do prefer applicants who have sales experience, whether that's as an appointment setter, closer, or through remote sales training. So if you have no background, investing into a mentorship program not only builds your skills, but shows hiring managers that you're serious and willing, because you're investing money into yourself. People love to see that. And why does this matter? Because hiring managers aren't just looking for talent, they want to see initiative. If you've taken the time to learn the skill, whether that's through free resources or investing into mentorship, it shows you're serious and willing to do what it takes to succeed. No experience, no problem. Once again, most people who succeed in remote sales don't come from sales backgrounds. What separates them is being coachable, resilient, and willing to practice. The hardest workers in the sales space are the ones who make the most money, and that is the truth. Everyone knows it. Sales is a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned fast with the right guidance. And then a tip: include any relevant experience, even if not related to sales, such as customer service, handling objections, or communication-based roles. It shows you've got transferable skills. But yeah, moving on. There's obviously undeniable proof that this works. People are traveling, making thousands right here in Southeast Asia, all while working remotely in remote sales. I've personally experienced this freedom, being able to travel to beautiful destinations while consistently making an income. And remote sales gives you the ability to design your life the way you want, whether that's working from a beach, a cafe, or even a spontaneous adventure abroad. Could be any country. This lifestyle isn't just a dream, it's my reality, and there's no reason why you can't make it yours too. When I started out, I was working in a warehouse. I did not think I'd be able to get this far, this quickly, within a year of being in this space, but you can really transform your life very, very quickly in remote sales, because it doesn't take a massive amount of time to learn. But if you're willing and you work hard, then you can make it very, very quickly. You can scale and make your life 10 times better. Many of my students are landing remote sales roles and kickstarting their remote sales careers, some even landing their first few interviews within just a few days. And that's whether they're completely new or making a career shift, they're taking action and seeing results fast. So it's that proof with the right direction. Breaking into remote sales is more achievable than you think. So here we've got Abel, who landed a business-to-business role for a real estate offer. He's looking for something else because he wants to scale very, very quickly, and he's hungry and he's talented. He's very, very good. So that's why he's looking for, he's always looking for more. That shows that initiative, even though he's in an offer right now. And then we got Seb, who landed a job after just a week and a half because he put the work in after the right guidance. And he's already booking appointments. And you see, this was back in February. And then we've got Khaled here, who is landing solid interviews day after day because he's putting the work in, putting in all these applications. If you think you're ready to break into remote sales, now is the time to make the first step. You don't have to figure out all alone. Find a mentor who's been through that journey, through the trenches, whether that's me or just someone else you find online or someone else you vibe with. Because learning directly from someone is going to fast track your progress like crazy and just give you the confidence to land remote sales roles and real opportunities, and also not make those same mistakes that others made on their journey as well before and when they started. So if you're serious about making this work, start investing into yourself now. Your future self will thank you. I promise you that.